Coach, the players tell us that the best defense in the world mantra originated from you. So can you tell us the genesis of that?
Absolutely. I think that that whole mantra like really goes into like how we keep the focus on the work. I know that like our guys as students, like on Wednesday through Friday, like they're in the meeting room together. And then when we just look at like the different teachers that we have, I know that Coach Ben, he does a really good job, him and Jordan with our defensive line. I know Coach Tarv, they do a really good job, with our guys executing their roles. And I know, Coach Jeff Anderson does a really good job, him and F in the secondary. So we feel collectively with our shared interest and our shared awareness, I think that that really gives us an opportunity.
How have you seen you guys though take to that mantra and throughout the season so far, and really just when we see it on the field, but how does it translate so well to the field?
Say that last part.
I guess how does that mantra translate so well for you guys onto the field, because they embody that, like being the best defense in the world?
Absolutely. I think that the biggest thing is we like to like execute our role like in superior fashion, no matter what the circumstance. So I think that like our guys buying into the work, buying into our start mantra, it really starts there. And our guys really, they've done a really good job keeping the team first. And with that at the forefront of things, I think that that really helps us to keep executing.
How do you think Denzel has done this year? I mean, watching him, it seems like he's maybe unlocked something even extra with his physicality, even though he's already obviously a very physical guy.
Sure. I think it really goes back to, just their daily habits in the meeting room. Like I said, like on Wednesday through Friday, our guys are in there. They're sharing the information with communication, the alignments, how they're going to do things. And then once we get on the field, just the way that our schedule allots, it allows us to do a lot more walkthroughs. So now the guys can communicate more. The guys are off to the side talking about situational awareness. And now you see that in his play, because great player, but even better person and student. So when he's able to apply that with the engine, with the nerve center of our defense, it really helps it.
Greg and Denzel were talking after the game, and that the Colts were doing a lot, seem to be doing a lot more pre-snap motioning and stuff, trying to kind of throw you guys off in terms of wearing them out pre-snap. How much did you notice that, and how much do you expect to see maybe as you guys play more man, see teams try to do that too, to kind of create leverage?
Absolutely. We like to say, expect it. And the biggest thing with that, like on the forefront of how we teach our guys, is formations, motions, and splits. So throughout the week, like our guys, they're expecting that from the teams. That way, when we do have it, like we're ahead of the plays, we're able to execute it.
How special was that interception that Denzel got? It looked like kind of went backward, when the guy obviously makes you do it, he didn't think Denzel was going to be able to get back to that ball. So what did you see on that?
I saw a young player doing a really good job at doing his job and understanding that we have to have belief in self and trust in others. So I really saw that it was a player that really trusted the other 10 guys on the field, and he executed his role.
MJ, when he got his first one, Denzel said that he was looking at that and he was like, I'm going to compete. I'm going to get my own too. I can't let him beat me. How do you see them kind of use each other's success to boost themselves and motivate themselves on the field?
Sure. It's a beautiful relationship. I think of all of the guys in the room, that like they're doing it obviously for the team, and their notions are in the right motion. So when when those guys are competing for the first pick, that really helps our whole defense, with the whole mantra of getting the ball back for our offense.
What were the coaching points after some of the big plays that the Colts got?
Sure. The main thing, keep the focus on the work, keep the focus on our daily habits, just like we talked about, just our Wednesday through Friday routine of our guys really communicating with our formations, our motions, our split adjustments, and then finishing the play. I think that's the biggest thing that we got to make sure that we're keeping at the forefront and that we keep adapting.
The Pittman touchdown on him, was that how that went? Did he need to put that on himself?
Yes, yes, ma'am. And I think it's one of those things. It's great to have a young guy take accountability for it. But all in all, with us finishing the plays, with us finishing the play down the field, that's really going to keep helping our defense.
Brandon, you played and coached in a lot of different places in your career. What is unique about your situation here. Why do you love being here and working with this group of guys?
People. It's a people business. And when we say that, I'm talking about top down, talking about from our ownership all the way to our janitors. And obviously our players, they do a really good job like keeping the focus on the team. And I think that unselfishly, I think that this is the best room that I've been in for that reason. Like athletically, you know, like you can be in some rooms and you can argue that, but the guys keeping the focus on the team, keeping the focus on the work, I think that is very impressive for those guys. Yes, sir.